So equitation is very, very important. The easiest way to say what equitation is communication. Just like you and I are talking, we'll talk and have conversations. Sometimes we'll use our hands, but most of the time it's conversation. So as we talk, you understand that I say, I have a hat. There is a flag. And you and I understand those words when we're talking English to English. But unfortunately, when most writers, a big percentage of the writers, get on an equine, they get on a trained equine, and trained equine doesn't understand a thing that you're saying. Okay. And one of my favorite things to explain this is that when I would go to clinics and do clinics, I would take one of my own personal mules. And during the clinic, I'd always take a Friday evening and I would do a Q&A, question and answer. And I would demonstrate to people what different things look like. And you would see my trained mule side pass, turn on the forehand, turn on the hindquarters, and back up, and a nice light rein when snaffle bits are used, when finished bits are used, types of spurs, types of boots. And I would talk about all this stuff. And then I would have someone from the audience climb down. I'd say, who's been riding 20 years? And they'd come down and they'd get on my mule. In a few minutes later, it looked like it wasn't even trained. Okay. So you can have a quote trained mule, but if you don't understand equitation, you are not going to be able to fully communicate to this mule. Now, equitation comes by using your voice, your hands, your legs, and your seat. Okay. Your voice is going to be minimal. Matter of fact, my favorite thing is don't say nothing. It's best you don't. You're carrying on a conversation to a mule that has no idea what you're saying, or a donkey that goes, huh, what? So what they do understand is they do understand comfortable, uncomfortable. They do understand ask, tell, demand. So I'm going to be teaching you equitation with using your hands. Okay. What direct reining is, okay, and when to use direct reining, what a snaffle bit is and when to use a snaffle bit, what a finish bit is and how to properly hold your hands for that finished bit. And then here is the big part that most people have a lot of problem with, and that is using from your waist, your belt down. They have a problem with that because they're not understanding where to place their legs in order to communicate. And that's what I want to do in this program. Uh, and we're not going to have a live mule, but I'm going to try to tell it to you with communication with words so that you can visually see it. And this is really important. I will use a couple deals that I have that will be a mule that I would, it's a miniature, it's a model, and I'll show you how to do different things there. But basically, the biggest thing that I'm going to be talking about is how to use your legs properly, how to use your seat properly, and how to use your torso properly, because all of that makes the mule uncomfortable, and you need to show them how to be comfortable. So there it is in a nutshell. It's be a lot of fun.